So I'm out in my front yard and I am trimming up a salvia plant that I don't know why, but it doesn't like to hold its shape. But if you trim them, FYI, they rebloom, and the bees, butterflies really like those. They provide a lot of energy source. Let me just show you what it looks like in case you're not sure. It's these. They have these purple flowers that stick up, and normally for other people they look like this gorgeous bush. Mine looks like this and is spread out all over the friggin' place, and I have no idea why. The only thing I can think is that this is the only spot in my yard where there are rabbits, and they probably hop in the middle of that damn thing. But this video is not about that. As I'm trimming this, I just am like periodically scrolling to the next video, and on comes this holistic health coach. And she's given advice about hydration, and also she's on a GLP journey. And I don't begrudge her the GLP journey. There's a lot of uses for different peptides for longevity, and microdosing them can be super appropriate. But one of the things that she said is just start your day by pounding 20 ounces of water. While the morning is a great time to hydrate and flush out any of the toxins that built up in your system overnight, because that's when your body likes to do most of its detox work, pounding water does not equal hydration. What you hold on to, what your cells can hold on to, brings you hydration. So the best thing to do would be to get yourself a large cup, 20 to 30 ounces, of lukewarm water with some electrolytes in it, and maybe half a squeeze of lemon, like half a lemon squeezed into that water, maybe some cucumbers, and make your own Gatorade, and slowly sip on that until you've been awake for 2 hours before you have coffee. And see if you don't have better success holding on to that water instead of just 10 minutes later having to go pee. But then she goes into this whole conversation about how she's having little bites and snacks periodically through the day at like every hour to make sure she's getting her protein in. And you know, I'm a protein girl. Get your damn protein in. Most of us are protein deficient. If you need help with that, use digestive enzymes, use your probiotics, do all those things. But part of the purpose of the GLP-1 journey is to decrease insulin resistance. If you are sticking something in your mouth every hour, you are not helping that process. Every time you eat that hard-boiled egg she's telling you to eat, every time you eat that quarter of a cup of cottage cheese with some cheese stick and maybe some other form of protein like lunch meat, like she suggested, you are stimulating your body's ability and desire to produce insulin. And that decreases your body's response to insulin over time. One of the reasons that GLP-1s fix diabetes is they fix insulin resistance by decreasing your want to snack between meals. And they also, in general, decrease your appetite. We've had that conversation. So a more realistic approach would be, honestly, take a digestive enzyme. 20 minutes later, sit down to eat a meal that has 30 grams of protein, even if part of that protein is coming from collagen or a protein drink, because you need to get it in. If you can get a protein drink that has a full complement of liposomal multivitamin, great, because with a GLP journey where you are not eating, you need that. You need it to maintain the health of every cell. You need it to maintain the health of the hair on your head and not lose it all. You need it to maintain your thyroid health. You need it to maintain all the tissue health in your body. Again, the research on GLP-1s, the minimum dose possible can get work done. You just have to be willing to let it do the work. And it's not a rush. If you have been doing things that make your system a bit toxic for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, having that weight come off too quickly can put you in some of the other things that happen with GLP-1s, like a gallbladder crisis. It can put you into liver failure. It can knock out your thyroid real damn quick. So when you're thinking, what are the habits that got me into the situation I'm in where my body doesn't want to get rid of weight and I've developed insulin resistance and that's why it doesn't want to get rid of weight, and I have hormone imbalance and that's why it doesn't want to get rid of weight? One thing is true. Insulin resistance is overfeeding the system, and that means frequency as much as quantity, if not more. The other thing I'm going to tell you to do, and this is probably going to sound a little woo-woo to most of you because you may not be ready to hear this yet, but one of the questions I would like you to ask of your body, because anyone who's done anything in nutrition, any calorie counting, any Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, any of that, and you haven't been successful, you know that the highest calorie things that you eat are the things that have a higher fat count. And that's why a lot of people end up on low fat diets, because they think they're doing themselves a favor when really your body needs essential fats. So if we know fat is a measurement of energy, and you are storing extra energy on your body, and you're feeling tired and worn down and not like you want to, I would invite you to ask your body, when do you think you'll be ready and feel safe enough to let me access the stored energy on my body and release it back into the world?